Hey guys. Oh, you guys are supposed to respond there. There was like a hold back. Never mind. Welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Joined, of course, today by I guess the normal crew right now. We've got Arvius, a man of many opinions, none of which will be expressed on this particular recording. Dolphin, Jorbs, and Archlife. And of course, me, Filthy Robot. We're continuing our
Yay.
campaign. Hey, see, look, we had it all planned out. I
Indeed.
appreciate that. Yeah. Standing ovations generally. I mean, this is good with the half, the sitting, but standing next time. And
On Filthy Robot's new YouTube channel, right? We're on
that's
a new
right.
YouTube channel.
We've managed to take the views that we normally have with D&D and cut it in quarter. So it's been good. It's been a new.
And I don't have the link to it. He hasn't told me what the channel's called or anything, so
Oh yeah, am I supposed to promote that in some way?
It's like an
I
Easter
don't.
egg hunt.
I thought it
Don't
was
tell
like
me.
free to
That's
play in
for
like a
sure.
new game. Like you just organically see what you can do with
Oh,
limited
it's organic
resources.
growth.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
I'm
Usually
mostly
the lucky ones
YouTube
find.
search terms and the Twitch Reddit forum are going to grow it. That's my business plan, at least. Okay, perfect. Well, I think we're going to continue our campaign. Uh, we are mostly butchering as many elves as we can with some other, like, plot that's not really relevant to that. At least this is my interpretation of the story thus far. Uh, One of our members is a spy, a betrayer to the cause, who secretly helps the elves. Hopefully, justice will be served. And then I think that's where we left off last time, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
believe so.
good.
You guys are all still in the city of Minaturni, having just one of you received a large sum of blood money.
Who was that?
That would be you. Yeah,
I did good, you're saying. Good. Okay.
yeah. Um, and all of you are in Minaturni. You have been made aware of the location of the Dragon's Horde,
Ooh.
um, marked on
That's
the
the
map.
dragon's horde, not to be confused with the dragon's sword.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, this is like Horde, not ARD, but ORDE. It's a Horde of Dragons.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Oops.
you for the further clarification.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It had just laid its eggs. Dragons are like spiders,
That's
just to
right.
give you an idea of how many children dragons there are. Yeah.
Yeah. Not all of them will reach maturity, but most adventurers who encounter them won't either. So,
Yeah. Trade off.
yeah. So that's where we're headed, to the Horde of Dragons.
I believe so.
Perfect.
So, following the directions given to you by the elves shortly before he died,
Do you want us to roll on that? Some sort of intelligence roll, I assume?
you were given quite clear directions to a sort of an unmarked cave entrance.
What would the syllable count in those, the words in those directions, though?
Syllables
get
make it
lost.
easier. Like long words are actually easier.
With syllables.
Fabregas will explain this because you can sound them out slowly.
Hmm.
They're, yeah.
Makes sense.
Like you
It's
can't
the short
sound out
ones
the
that are
word
confusing.
red.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we were assuming we know where the unmarked cave is because it's marked now.
Yeah.
It's like a
Marked
flag
for
we've
you.
changed.
Now it's just a cave.
Okay. Oh yeah, it makes sense. Just remove the modifier. It's smarter, more efficient.
Cave along a bunch of mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite actually. The cave's kind of in the open,
Marked in orange on the map.
marked in red on the map as Dragon Horde.
Red. You
Oh, it's
say.
that dot?
The green dot.
Oh
Oh,
my
that
god. Oh,
The,
oh
I
my
see.
gosh.
Oh, the brown one. I got you. I'm in. I'm there. Okay.
Close enough.
I'm zoomed in. Enhance. I was saying internally, and now we're there.
So, I think probably how this works is that the three non-Ayugan members of the party leave quite quickly to try to leave Ayugan behind in order to get to the Dragon Horde before he notices that they're gone.
Yeah, but
But then
all
Ayugan
the blood
probably-
sacrifice I've done has really enhanced my senses through my god's
That's true.
kind of repowering of my
Ayugan is extremely erect.
Ayugan is fast enough
revitalized.
to squeeze in just an extra 4 or 5 executions.
And I catch up.
He just goes up on the block and just one after another, and then he sprints off. He definitely want to stay and do more, but
That's what he tells the other people. Like, I'd really love to stay for like breakfast tomorrow morning or whatever, but I'm just
He's actually
so
telling
busy.
that to the other people waiting to be executed.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd love to stay and execute all of
I
you, but
assume as
I've
elves
got...
that they were volunteering for executions and that they are in fact upset that I'm not going to be able to do that for them.
you see them sob on the ground as you leave.
And I
You're
feel-
sure that because you're leaving.
Let me just roll a wisdom roll real quick. Yeah, I do feel bad that I'm not there to do that for them.
While all of this is happening, I've started making a list for myself.
Okay. Just a list of things to do when you level from 5 to 6.
Well, that's a single thing. I get some hit points, and then favorite enemy and natural terrain. Those are all of my improvements going from level 5 to level 6. So just you wait.
Okay.
But no, I've got my list right now, and I'm writing on it.
Favorite enemy elves now, I assume.
Just add it to the list.
All right.
So with that, you guys do head out from the city of Minoturnai. You know that the Dragon Horde is south of Yi. The direction that the elf gave you before his demise was that there was a small marker along the path, along the road. When you find it, just split off and go directly east.
Like a mile marker
Of sorts.
on the
yes.
highway to the Dragon Horde.
The highway doesn't go directly to the Horde.
Sure.
But
Small.
it passes by.
This is like a county road.
If you think about it, the dragon would want to be in the wilderness, but still close enough to civilization to get to the grocery store weekly and stuff like that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Eat the local pig.
Yeah.
Pick up a cow.
Okay. Yeah, well, that doesn't sound like that should be that long of a travel. We'll take the main road with the large, well-marked turnoff.
Absolutely. So, making the turnoff in total to get to this cave entrance it probably takes you guys a day.
I'm recounting the entire time the executions, like in grisly detail. And I'm talking about like the precision of the cuts and the weight of the sword and how alive I feel after this in ways that I haven't in years.
While not interested in capital punishment or genocide, Fabregas is quite interested in medicine, and so he's interested in hearing like how the heads are severed and how long it takes for the bodies to stop twitching and stuff like that. That is actually quite intriguing to him.
Yeah, and as an astute observer of human interaction and non-elf interactions, I definitely focus in on this as much as I can in the storytelling.
Absolutely. So passing the time with the bloody recounts of your assisted genocide, you guys will find in a somewhat large hill, what is essentially a cave entrance.
Okay.
Entering the entrance, it's quite dark in here. I believe some of you have dark vision, although the majority don't.
I'll light my hemp rope.
Okay. So you get a small light, and the party
If I-
can venture forth.
Cast light on the end of your hemp rope. Do you think Grilt would work out it wasn't set fire to for smoking? Like,
I don't think the difference would be noted. Groot can roll me an intelligence
Perception.
save.
that
Or-
might
or-
be healthier.
Yeah, it's like vapor.
I might try to start doing that just in general as we're traveling. Like anytime Grilt seems like he's fixing for some hemp rope, I just like cast the cantrip on
I
the
don't know.
end.
There
and-
might be like valuable nutrients found in hemp rope that he just doesn't
Oh,
get in
that's
his
a
diet.
good point.
Yeah,
There's
it's
probably
true. That might
like
actually be the only thing keeping me going.
microbes somewhere keeping you alive, and that would mess with them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good point.
I mean, certainly
I'm
he's not
glad
getting any
that-
light from the small amount of hemp rope that he's smoking lit in front of him, so you could just do both. Might help.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna cast light on my own forehead.
Are there any other caves nearby? Is this like a cave system?
This is the only entrance that you guys were able to notice,
Okay.
and it does match the description given to you by the elf. You do notice, by the way, the mile marker was a single elven sword stabbed into the ground. By the entrance of the cave, there is one more of those.
What's
Okay.
the quality of the sword?
And the quality of the elf who deployed the sword.
Well, the sword is, I mean, it's a nice sword, nothing insane. The elves were quite poor. Um,
Scum.
However, if you wish to remove the swords from behind you so that you can't.
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
if
gonna
you-
take the sword. Who just leaves a freaking sword around?
Sounds good. You have an additional sword in your inventory.
Cool.
You find 2 cross spears, Arvius.
I find 2 spears.
Mm-hmm.
So entering the cave, lit by Fabregas's
Forehead.
Forehead.
forehead. Um,
Good call.
you'll
by the
notice
way.
that the cave tunnel, or cave, quickly condenses into a smaller tunnel that kind of winds its way further away from you.
Jorbs, can you kind of help us visualize what the light spell looks like coming out of your forehead?
Yeah.
So that you're kind of looking. Are you squint? Do you have to squint too? Because I feel like it looks like it's a little hard on your eyes because it's just so close to right there, maybe.
Fabregas has pretty bushy eyebrows.
Oh, nice.
They're
So he's
helping
got
a
kind of the
lot.
visor thing going for him.
Yeah, a
That's
little bit.
perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's great.
is this kind of directional? Or is this
It's a lot
just
like having a
an-
headlamp on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, good. That's helpful.
Yeah. And do you polish your forehead to kind of help reflect that for like even
Well, Fabregas bathes weekly.
Okay, so this is like 21
yeah.
foot as opposed to the normal 20 from a light spell.
I'm
Efficient.
fascinated by this, so I look.
I love it.
When I can, I kind of look directly at it, and it hurts my eyes. It's cool. I don't see people with light shining out of their forehead all the time, so I'm
That's fair.
I
I
take advantage
occasionally
of all
get very
I can.
curious about things in random corners, and I quickly jerk Fabregas's head in the direction of it just to get a better.
Fabregas is very pleased to help him be useful.
Perfect.
I do it in a
Not
very
upset at all.
sneaky way too, so he's not expecting it until my hands are on his face.
A good adventurer needs good tools, and Fabregas is glad to be your tool.
Perfect. Incredible. All right, so we're moving into this cave system, and you said it's a small cave.
Yeah, it was essentially a small cave entrance. You didn't notice much of anything in it. It quickly moves into a small series of tunnels.
Okay. Like are these big enough that a
Um,
dragon could get
well,
through?
Yes. Not too large of a dragon, only the young, um, but large enough. They do also, they're able to squeeze a good bit. You'd say these are probably 10 to 12 feet tall. Um, in radius. So enough that you guys can stand abreast.
Okay.
But smaller than the cave that you were originally in.
I'm gonna cast light on Grolt's forehead as well.
Okay. I'm gonna be. Can I? Are you gonna offer, or am I just have light?
I'm just
coming out
gonna
of my
do it.
forehead? You're
I just
gonna
have
do
a
it?
feeling.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that I'm having another medical issue, but I'm gonna not mention it to anybody because I don't want to seem like a weak adventurer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just kind of like have this issue with light around my eyes and kind of a hot sensation in my forehead. And I'm gonna just assume the hemp rope I've been smoking has gone bad. But at the same time, I'm not gonna stop smoking it because it's perfectly good hemp rope. So I'm gonna be kind of walking around squinting with kind of a headache. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I think that really speaks to the readiness of our party.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll eventually notice as you make your way through the tunnel system, you are going deeper, and it does begin to get significantly warmer.
Okay.
Eventually, even you notice small pools of what appears to be flowing magma exposed to you.
Okay.
You're. If any of you was smarter, you'd assume that you're near some sort of geothermal thing.
We have no idea.
But it,
Yeah,
it's hot.
they're- So I've never seen magma before in my entire life.
It's probably
This
becomes
is-
summer.
Well, this is magic to me that I'm seeing in front of my eyes. So
You don't want to touch that, Grelt. Grelt.
I'm
Grelt,
just gonna
be
go
careful.
investigate it. I have heard the warning of not touching it, and I've decided not to touch it because somebody has told me not to touch it. But if I had not been instructed not to touch it, I probably would be missing a few fingers right now.
You inspect it. You realize, oh wow, this is very warm.
Okay. I smell it.
It smells warm.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Lots of sulfur.
Smell of burning nose hairs, I imagine.
Yeah, that gives it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blistering on your face also helps contribute.
I'm gonna take the sword I just got, and I'm gonna assume it being magic. I'm going to cast my sword in the magic water.
You take the elven sword that you got and toss it into the small pool of lava.
I'm kind of like forcing it in. Kind
Oh,
of
okay, like-
Disney-esque, like kind of just like casting the blade.
Yeah, as you do so, it pretty much immediately melts and bends, and you sink it into the lava, sure that you have activated some sort of mechanism.
I actually, when it goes to the hilt, I pull it out as if it's gonna be enchanted with magic lava, and instead it just kind of comes out and it's just the hilt.
It's just the hilt.
Okay. I say, this makes your weapon invisible. Y'all gotta check this out.
It's
I
nice.
wonder if it would work for my axe.
I wave my hilt around.
Ah,
Lighter now too.
right. That's magma. As a person closer to the ground than you, I guess, I have seen this before. That melted your sword, Grelt. It's gone now. Just the hilt left.
I hold the sword out and I very carefully wave my hand where the sword should be.
Yep.
Like a
It's
dog
not there
checking
anymore,
if
is
the
it?
screen door is closed. And I say, and I just throw the rest
Makes
of the
my
hilt
weapon
in the lava.
invisible and permeable
Yeah.
by all material.
It'll go right through my enemies. I make those noises as I swing it.
I get closer to investigate, not believing the melting part just yet.
I very carefully swing near Arv, but I make contact not to hit him with my invisible blade.
I've always wanted an enchanted axe.
You literally have an enchanted axe. It's a +1 axe. Had an
A
enchanted
DM's voice can be
entire
heard
time.
booming throughout the cave. You have an enchanted axe.
An even greater enchantment.
Okay. I don't want to hold up the exploring. I offer the sword hilt to Arv if he wants to investigate it, but I'm down to keep looking.
I give it a lick, then I throw it back into the magma.
Okay. I think we're moving.
Is
deeper.
magma metal?
It's rock.
I don't think magma's metal now.
I think it can
Yeah,
have metal
it's
in it.
generally-
I don't think it's like
Yeah.
impossible to have metal in magma, but I think it's largely rock.
It'll often have traces of metal, but
Yeah.
not 100%
Diamonds.
generally. So as you guys advance forward, you'll continue through the cave and tunnel system before eventually noticing a large open expanse before you.
In red.
Say again.
It's in red.
What's in red?
The large expanse.
Well, that's
We
just the
are in
ground.
the red dungeon. Yes, that's right.
Good.
Good work.
Glad I made it.
So, you guys notice, as I said, the large open area before you.
Sure.
And from now on, you can actually move as you would on the thing. All of you can see the thing, correct? I want to make sure it's all set up.
Yo, a
I
dungeon.
believe so. Yeah.
See the thing, the grid, the red grid.
Looks
Great,
like there's a great
that's-
cavern up here. Stand behind me. I'll take a look around. You see Fabregas like squat, like power squat, and he just puts his forehead in like a lighthouse sort of mode, just like going back and forth and back and forth.
As he's doing that, I'm just standing kind of near the back, and I have my hand over my eyes, just trying to figure out what's going on.
I've never, in all of the time we've spent traveling together, told them that I see in the dark, because this has been too fascinating to me.
And you wouldn't
sneak
want
up
us
and
to think
crouch
you
behind
were
him.
evil.
No,
Yeah, lawful good.
Obviously, lawful good.
awful good.
Lawful good for nothing.
So you'll see a few things. First off, a very large pool of magma over here, flowing down, and it appears to flow even deeper underground.
Okay.
In addition, you see what appear to be tents over here. You don't see any noticeable occupants as of now, and the tent flaps are closed.
Are they elven in manufacture?
You would not say so.
It looks like someone might have gotten here to steal the dragon's hoard before us.
Or this is the horde of the dragon?
Let's see if we can find out more.
I'm trying to think
I'm
of
gonna-
what the air ventilation would be like in here.
Just
next
out
to
of-
camping near magma.
To be clear, this is all dark except for lit by the magma and then the headlamp on.
Yes.
Okay, so
That
that
is
being more than 20 foot away means you can't see it, right?
No, the magma is light enough that it is
Okay, we have enough.
providing light
Gotcha.
We have kind of vision inside.
to the room. Yeah, you have vision inside provided by the magma. So as you guys are going forward, all of you just roll me stealth checks. I think everyone but Arv has disadvantage.
Yeah. That'd be a 5.
It's a 6.
6. Okay, so Arv is pretty quiet. The rest of you are wearing incredibly loud and noisy armor.
Would you say that Arvius' stealth is aided by the fact that all the noise that we add in the room when we walk, that his footsteps are
Yeah.
nearly unnoticeable?
And he's standing
Clearly
directly
knows.
behind me, right? So I have a big light.
Yeah.
It's
Indeed.
harder to see.
He's in the cone of darkness behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crouching down, so I'm the same height as Fabregas.
Okay.
So you're bent in
Uh,
half.
I can't even tell that Arv is there.
So I'm going to move you guys slightly back because as you're approaching the tents, making as much noise as you are, you can see one of the tent flaps open. Out steps a scaled humanoid.
Guy looks badass.
He is wearing plate armor. And you'll see him open the flaps and pretty immediately look and notice all of you.
Does he sleep with his plate armor on?
Oh, people
Uh,
You
are
sleep
like
with that armor on?
He got ready pretty fast.
Actually, that is kind of relevant. I mean,
we
honest-
took a long time in the previous room looking at lava bouncing off walls with our metal armor. He probably had plenty of time to put it on.
yeah, they've probably known you're coming for some time. It does
Probably
echo
plenty of
quite
time to
far.
set up traps or defense systems too.
Yeah. Cannons.
Any summoning rituals they needed probably complete.
You will notice also, in addition, 2 more figures step from the other tent.
I'll say, howdy there, friends. Heck of a campsite you picked here.
The one that first steps forth will say, "Wait, do any of you speak Draconic?"
Good question.
Yes.
Okay.
Ayugan and I both do.
Yeah, I do as well. Yep.
He's speaking in Draconic, and he'll say in a gruff voice, "Leave now."
Now,
Oh.
we're here for the Dragon Horde.
You come to steal?
I inherited it by killing the dragon. Right of conquest?
You'll see him somewhat perplexed and say, "You managed to kill a dragon?"
Yes.
Is that accent possible in Draconic?
That, yes, it's actually based on Draconic.
That's perfect.
Say, "Then you will not leave this place."
Well, after I get the treasure I was planning to, actually, yes. I'm not going to reside forever as your king.
You can see at this point, he will draw out what appears to be a crossbow.
Uh-oh.
I will in response cast bless on the party.
For this, as it is an actual combat, everyone can actually go ahead and roll initiative.
Are we sure the conversation's done? I think Fabregas might have another
You
couple
could
lines of dialogue in him.
You can speak on your turns in between.
Okay. All right. So I remember now why where all these Discord recording problems started from. It goes if you enable hardware acceleration, you get to actually use Roll20 without it being a laggy piece of shit. But if you do that, you can't record using it. So if I take a second longer moving my character token around, please forgive me.
All good.
Go. All right.
Uh.
So the guy pulls a crossbow on us after we were just trying to be kind. And then he does he shoot somebody? Like how do you want us to do this initiative? So he pulls a crossbow and we are like, oh my god, crossbow, freeze frame. Like everyone rolls initiative and now we start acting, or what? He's got a
so
gun.
he has drawn a weapon, and the final thing he says after "you will not leave this place," then, is he will say, "You shall die here today, Dragon Slayers."
Can I get an insight roll on that? Does he believe that?
I mean, he believes that.
Am I able to know that he believes that?
I would say, I mean, you wouldn't assume that he thinks he's lying.
I wouldn't assume he thinks he's lying. Okay.
He probably believes that, yes.
But I don't sense like a strong certainty in his voice.
I mean, he's here. I'll have him roll that.
Thanks.
I mean, his voice isn't the most certain. It doesn't crack.
Sure.
He tried to be a bit louder than he probably should have, just for emphasis.
So he's past adolescence, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I was getting at, was an age check. Exactly. Good. Glad we have that sorted out. Perfect. All right. So he's pulled his weapon. We've rolled initiative.
Yes.
Say, Fabregas, you seem to have offended him. I'll put my hands on his shoulder while I say this and whisper in his ear.
Ah! I didn't know you were here there.
Arvius
I'll
immediately gets
turn
blinded.
with Fabregas's shoulder too,
Out of
to
curiosity,
like match the twist.
do these enemies have dark vision? Are they using Fabregas's light as well?
Well, remember this amount of lava lights up the room.
Disappointing. Okay.
But I do have a
Um,
bullseye on my forehead against
that
an enemy
being
with the
said-
crossbow.
They do have dark vision. Yes.
Okay.
So even without it, they would be able to see.
All right. So it's Arvius' turn, right? Is that
Yes.
Okay. And he's
He has frightened Fabregas.
sure.
I'm hiding behind Fabregas's shield
It's fair.
Good.
while questioning his motives. What did you do?
I'm about to move before they all take their turn, just as an FYI.
Well, we're in turn combat, right? I guess you go next.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yes. And they all just go one after another.
In terms of my use as a shield, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll be following.
All right.
Okay, you hold your action to move the exact distance Fabregas moves on his turn.
That sounds
Yes,
great.
exactly.
Okay.
So you can actually, if you want, you can delay your turn to just after Fabregas.
Yep,
Ooh,
that's the
can do
plan.
that.
Yeah, you can hold your turn in the initiative order and just move down.
In 5e, or is this?
Yeah.
Tally-o then!
You can hold your turn. Holding your turn is a thing.
I'm going to move up here. I'm going to take a dodge action.
Okay. On Arvius's turn, I believe Arvius follows closely behind you the whole way. Just kind of hunched over. You can roll me another stealth check with disadvantage. But you are attempting to hide behind Fabregas, and he is pretty round, if not tall. Well, I'll see if any of them notice you, as it is
There
one
you
of their
go again.
turns.
You lost the plot with the chocolate, okay? You don't have to bring it up.
The first one does not notice Arv. And he will, as he runs for,
God, he's half
you'll
red. What the hell is half red?
just means the dragon.
Oh no. Oh no.
I almost fell for it.
Oh no.
What's the other color?
You'll see him ready a crossbow as well,
Okay.
as he moves towards the wall, and he'll say, in Draconic as well, to Fabregas, "I will avenge him." As he heavy crossbows Fabregas. I believe disadvantage.
I am dodging, yeah.
Yeah, so you're dodging. So 21, which
That
I
does not
believe
hit.
misses. Yep. It is the next one's turn. Who I need to also roll a perception. I wouldn't have disadvantage, but he also does not notice. Does not notice Arvius somehow, as he's just hunched behind Fabregas. He will be fire breathing. The 15-foot cone that you exist in.
Good.
Both you and Arvius can roll dex saves with advantage, because you're dodging and because he's a barbarian.
Okay. I believe the dragon itself lights on fire.
Yeah.
It is half red.
Well, what Fabregas does, he kind of just plants himself there with his shield, and you see the flames just separate off of his shield. Arv does still take some damage, but Fabregas has managed to avoid it. Arv, you'll only be taking 6.
Oh, keep the shield up, Fabregas. Higher.
Quiet, Av. They don't know you're here.
Okay.
This one can roll with advantage because you just talked on his perception. And he still fails. Still fails.
Okay.
Somehow.
So what can we do with our newfound
This is a
invisible character?
rehearsed battle tactic. This is not the first time we've done this.
And I guess if we have an invisible barbarian with an invisible sword, I mean, it's basically guaranteed crits, right?
Basically. Somehow Arvius has managed to not be detected as he just followed closely, hunched behind Fabregas. This red dragon will do the same as the previous, taking up a slight flanking position before fire breathing as well. Unfortunately, Fabregas. Oh well, you do take half, and then Ayugan, you can roll with advantage as well.
Oh, I'm in.
Sure.
I'm suddenly in the flame.
Oh, I meant to
Arv,
say Arvius.
Okay.
I said the wrong thing. My apologies.
Okay.
Am I rolling the damage, or are you?
No, I
You're-
will. I just wanted to see Arv.
Gotcha.
Arv, you'll take 37 damage, as he rolled almost max.
Damn.
But quietly take it.
Crap.
You
doing,
quietly take it. Fabregas.
It's not working.
So I'm in the back watching this,
18.
but I'm trying not to give away that I'm seeing Arv get just cooked. But I'm like,
He is wearing no armor, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm kind
now
of looking
he's
at the
hairless.
I'm looking at the Draconics, but I'm also just trying to like not look at Arv, not give him away.
You quickly glance towards him, but you glance away just in case they were looking at you.
Yeah, when I
And you
glance
have
away, I
revealed
throw
him.
up a little bit.
Understandable. It is now Ayugin's turn.
Sure. I am going to cast Bless. Who doesn't want the Bless on them, by the way? One of you gets to choose.
You're not gonna upcast it for us. You're just
I mean, that seems like a lot of work.
okay.
I mean, is Arvius even going to be around next round? Does it make sense to bless him?
How much does Bless help defensively?
A D4.
A D4 to saves.
Yeah.
Seems helpful.
Fine. All right, I'll have cast Bless, targeting the whole party.
Okay.
Very generous of you.
I'm certainly disappointed by that decision. And then I'm going to run forward for 35. I'm going to try to
I like
stay out of the
idea
cone.
Religion that blesses people begrudgingly.
Yeah. It actually checks to see if you're an elf first or not.
Yeah.
Your bless simply does not function on elves.
It does something different. Reports them to the nearest authorities. All right, I've made it 35 closer. I'm done. It's like a full-on battle charge, but I'm just a little bit short. So it's awkward that it's over the length of time that it's on.
You cast bless on the whole party, and rush forward. Grill, it is now your turn.
Okay. How many is each square? Is it 5 or is it 10? 5?
Each score is 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's as close as I can get. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the one right in front of me.
To clarify, as close as you can get to the other party members for cone attacks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay.
I have another shield now.
You know, how about
Don't second guess.
that?
Well, you were fine.
Yeah.
Let's go with this. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the one closest to me, and I'm gonna hold my action to.
I believe Hunter's Mark tells you where they are, even if they're invisible. Perhaps Arvius?
I'm gonna go ahead and hold my action to attack if it gets in range, or attack any of them if they get in range with me.
Okay. Fabregas, it is your turn.
I am going to move to here.
Okay.
And I am going to summon a whirlwind of spiritual guardians.
8 wolves.
Can you hold extra attacks as well?
8
Sorry
wolves.
for
That's not what
interrupting.
I meant to give you.
Yeah, when you hold your attack, any extra attacks will.
Okay, cool.
Where's the thing that says what it outputs?
I think you just.
You have to turn on the spell card.
Output spell card. Alright. And these are gonna make their day very, very sad. And that's my entire turn.
You want to go to the other
I'm not
side of him,
gonna-
Jorbs, instead? Get them both, all in the aura?
No, I'm going to go exactly here.
Okay.
It's only a 10-foot aura.
I thought it said 15.
Oh, it is 15. Well, it still only gets 2 of them.
Yeah, it's actually impossible to hit all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they spread against AoE.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They did have
It is-
initiative order, so I mean, we might have
It
done
is
that.
Arv's turn.
AoE the Marvius.
He was hidden behind, so the Dragonborn, or not dragon, the half dragons are unaware of his presence for your turn. You have advantage on any attack rolls you make, as technically you're surprising them.
But only for the first attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because presumably they'll
Alright.
notice at that point.
Going to charge straight in front of the dude with Hunter Mark
Okay.
and smash him with the axe. Cut him in half.
This is a man
Absolutely.
splitter.
It's a man splitter. It's a bro splitter.
Good.
Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage in that case. All
You
right.
get 2 checks.
Yep. The second one wouldn't have advantage, but both would hit.
Okay.
So, yep. For a total of 36, 46, 51 damage. The creature is very bloodied. Very bloodied. However, he is not dead.
Oh god, he's gonna point blank crossbow you. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's up for you, Grilt. Get him.
So the rightmost half dragon will, having seen Ayugan, dash forward before attacking him with a longsword.
Yes. Doesn't he have his flame breath up still?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
But he already used his longsword.
Sure.
He has more attack.
Those aren't gonna hit me.
Okay.
And there, I'd say those are low enough attack rolls. They don't even bounce off my shield. I'm just kind of surprised as he like swings wildly around me.
He was definitely expecting you to dodge, and you definitely didn't.
Ayukin is surrounded at all times by the ghosts of elves.
Their
and you hear
screams.
them screaming
Yeah.
as the sword slashes through their disembodied forms.
Yeah. Letting them die again.
Okay. This one
Not just in my memory.
is at very low health.
And it is going to take Spirit Guardian's damage.
Okay, that's at the start of its turn.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 3d8.
That's the wrong button. I hate this spell.
What?
Oh my
It's
god.
like the
I hate
most
this
OP spell ever.
Alright. No, I hate the buttons that I have to click for it, that's all.
It's terrible.
13. It's actually enough that he, in fact, does not get a turn.
Okay.
It does get a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, to take
on
half, correct?
DC 14, 13,
50?
12.
15.
So
Could be
will actually succeed.
Oh,
My
nice.
apologies. Which means it instead takes what, 7?
Yeah.
Yes.
6.
6. Round it down. Yep.
6. Yeah.
And it gets a
down.
chance to recharge his fire breath in case of any clumped
I
adventurers,
already
right?
rolled that.
Okay.
That was the d6 at the start of its turn.
Oh, I see.
It will then, a barbarian has come and dealt over 50 damage to it this turn. He will, with his longsword, be making 2 attacks.
Okay.
God, he's rolling poorly.
I mean, he is pregnant with a longsword right now, or a great axe right now. It may be tough to swing.
Yeah, he is. He
He
is
carries it
impaled
inside of him.
in his side.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I mean, good effort. Small golf clap for the dragon, the half red one.
This one takes 18
On a wisdom
or
save.
17.
He succeeds the wisdom save, so he only takes
Oh, 8.
6. 8. Yeah, my apologies. He will be moving right here, and actually hitting all 3 of, or you and Arvius with a fire breath.
Who's not in the cone?
Grill and Ayugan are not
Okay.
in the count. He is also hitting his friend, but
Presumably like immune to fire.
no, they're actually not. So his friend's probably going to die from this.
Not very close, then you're saying. Can I insight check to understand the relationship between those two better?
Well, they came from different tents.
Ooh.
One of them was in this tent. The other 2 were in this tent.
Probably separated until marriage.
Yeah. So,
Arranged marriage, not pleased about it, looks like.
So you can, let's see. So Fabregas, you can roll a dex save as well
With a d4.
with a d4. Yeah.
You're blessed. What a great use.
D4s.
Nice.
I'm gonna add 2d4 to that. Using my sorceress origin or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like God's blessing or something, or blessing of the gods or something.
All right, that is enough that you
Using that
succeed.
one.
So you will take half, or you'll take none. So you'll take 10.
All right.
The other dragon, or half dragon, also manages to avoid the blast of fire at his feet.
Okay.
Aegon, it is your turn.
With my 18 insight roll, do I get any sense of if he is confused or surprised by his teammate burning him or attempting to burn him?
I think he saw it coming with that nat 20. He knew this was the plan, so he stepped slightly out of range.
Gotcha.
Fire merely licking at his feet.
I'm going to attack the creature in front of me.
Absolutely.
This is the first one, so that's a 19 and then a 28.
19 and 28, both will hit.
Okay. So he will take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he's not an elf, so I will hold my smite for another time.
For a better target.
Yeah.
At any elf that you see.
Correct.
Grill, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and go 1, 2, 4. I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at our friendo over here. I'm not going to call it. 18?
That will hit.
Okay.
That will, in fact, be enough to kill.
Okay. I'll move my Hunter's Mark as a free bonus action over to the other one. I'll take one more step and I will attack that one. 21, and I'm not calling. I probably should have called it, but I'm not calling it.
Okay. You'll hit.
Iris, do you know that you're able to not call shots?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Oh, not take the -5.
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
I mean,
So and then the Hunter's Mark is an extra
So
6.
that extra damage you do, Arvius, off your great weapon is an optional thing. You basically make a decision if you want better accuracy at lower damage or better damage at lower accuracy every time you make an attack. You've been defaulting to taking the higher damage roll because that's I think what's set up as your macro, but you actually have that as a choice.
Oh yeah. I knew that. I didn't know what the term was. I suppose.
yeah,
Okay.
he's known it the whole time. He's just never been taking it off.
Of course not. Smork, I got you.
Why would you want to do less damage?
That makes sense.
Exactly.
So I got the I got 17.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
You bludgeon his side. You probably hear a rib crack, but he is still standing.
How many ribs
Fabregas,
does
it
dragon
is your
men
turn.
have?
I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And move to there.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right, Arv, it is your turn.
All right, gonna go up right behind our friend and cut him down. The great axe.
As you move in, he puts his crossbow away and pulls out a very sharp dagger.
These are without advantage, so
All
take
right,
me.
so, 11.
Hits me 3 times.
Yeah.
He just stabs
Here.
right. So the first attack will miss. The second one will hit.
Oh, are you adding bless to your rolls, Arvis?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
All right. It is the only non-bloodied one's turn. And he will, at the start of his turn, make a wisdom save,
Sure.
succeeding and taking 8 damage.
Okay.
He will, at that point, be...
Does his morale seem high or low?
He's already seen one of his friends die. The other one's being cut to a pulp.
Did he like his friends?
Yeah. How confident is he in the fact that he's avenging the dragon right now?
Well, the one that said that's already dead. Or well, no, he is the one that said, "I will avenge it." The one that said, "You will not leave alive," has already died.
Not proven
Um,
wrong yet, though.
These are very distinct character traits that we're starting to learn about these enemies.
Is anybody
Too
considering
bad that one died.
picking one of these up and throwing them in the lava?
I figured we would probably, at the end of the combat, all dive in the lava to rinse off.
Oh, he's in difficult terrain in my aura. It's not actually difficult terrain, it's double movement terrain, right? Or is it just difficult terrain?
I think it's difficult, but I'm not entirely
But if
sure.
he's gonna run, it's gonna be double
Yeah,
movement through it.
you're muted, Archlife. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So in that case, he actually really can't get that far.
It's just
Uh,
halved movement in the area. It's not even difficult
Mhm.
terrain.
Oh, nice. So we can double the difficult then.
Double the difficult.
I don't think fleeing is an option for him. He'll do his best to avenge. Which in this particular case, you will get an opportunity attack Ayugan as he is not disengaging here.
Okay. I'll take the opportunity to attack him. Let's take a look.
That's a crit.
I'm gonna probably have to. I won't. I'll restrain myself. I'll hit him for 12.
Okay. Um,
Fabregas is like he's still got the light on his forehead, but he is like very obviously severely burned. He looks like he's about to like maybe fall over sideways sort of stuff. And he smiles at Ayugan and through like gritted teeth and stuff, he just says like, "I applaud your show of restraint, friend."
I mouth to him, conserving resources. Using my allies' health pools as a resource.
Fabregas is being sincere.
that will be against Fabregas exclusively.
Just Fabregas, or are you going to get? I guess does it
He
not
actually
reach
can't.
Dolphin?
It
One,
doesn't.
two. Okay, gotcha.
Goes 3 squares.
Carefully planned.
So you can make a DC 15 Dex. You actually wouldn't have advantage, so that's actually a nat 1.
Does that mean
It means
magma?
it does. It means it does slightly higher damage.
Okay.
You'll take 38 fire damage.
Good.
I believe your aura goes away.
Oh man, I have minus 150. It just goes to 0. It doesn't go to minus 15.
Oh, you were really wounded. I didn't realize.
No, it does because if you reach negative bloodied health,
In
you
one
die.
shot.
Yeah, but
In one
in
shot.
5e,
Oh, well, yeah.
nothing
It's just
deals damage
two
to me
death-
when I'm on the ground anymore. It's
two
death,
death
saves.
saves.
Yeah.
Your aura does go away, I do believe.
It does.
I would have. Yeah, I guess I should have been more combat. But we haven't had. This is our first combat together. So I thought you had more health.
It is the other dragon's turn. He will. It's dangerous as well. Here, actually, he has
Makes
to roll to
sense.
see if it's recharged. It is.
Yeah.
He won't be able to disengage, but he will be moving out of Arvius's reach, which means Arv, you can make an opportunity attack and possibly cut him down as he does so.
All right.
It was optional. I guess he's declining. No. Okay.
Yep, we're going for it.
Oh, you went for the -5 one. Okay.
Unfortunately, that will not hit. So you see him narrowly sidestep your axe, as he will hit both you and Dolphin in a fire breath.
Could he also get Jorbs?
Nope.
No, the cone can't go that far and still hit both of them.
Okay.
He's conserving his resources anyway, Filthy.
That's fair.
And he also just can't reach,
7d6.
he can't reach Jorbs. Arv, you do have advantage, so you will take half.
I take full.
You get +4 on that, Dolphin. You're blessed.
Oh yeah, you get plus.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
1d4 anyways. Yep.
That is actually enough that you take half.
Hey.
Hey, Opa!
I mean,
So
the
take-
good news is Bless did something. The bad news is I upcast it. I should have just cast on 3.
Did you automatically update my hit points?
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
thank
been.
you. Nice.
Ayugan, it is now your turn.
Out of curiosity, Artlife, just for general admin style stuff, I can see Grilt's health and my health, but I can't see anyone else's health. Is that by design?
I can also only see Grilt's health and my health.
I think I actually gave everyone access to Grilt Sheet accident. Yeah, I did.
I've always
did-
enjoyed the ability to see all my party members' health because it's very awkward trying to ask in character, how bloody does he look? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's nice to know
got
the
you.
health resources of everybody. So if you can have that as an option, I'd prefer to see all on rather than all
Absolutely.
off. Cool.
I'm doing that exactly right now.
Thank you.
Doesn't take long to update.
0 out of 51. What happened?
Yeah, if I had seen his health earlier, I might have. Probably not. I mean, resources are conserved, but I might have considered it.
You
that is
started the combat 40 feet behind everyone else in the party.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I just you guys killed the first one so fast. I didn't want to waste any more resources. I already wasted a level 2 spell slot. I'll come down here and attack the one that is feasting on Jorbs' corpse.
Yeah, what you did see him do, by the way, is he moved to Fabregas and just let loose, just fired directly into him, kind of cooking him in his armor some.
Oh, in addition to the fire cone, or that's what that fire cone looked like?
That's what it looked like. Because he did only hit Fabregas, so it wasn't even really a cone. It was more just him breathing fire directly into him.
By the way, I vote we call it a Jorps, the Jorbs corpse.
You know what? Maybe I'll. Do you want me to pick you up off the ground instead, Jorbs? Is there an advantage to doing that? No.
Whoa.
No, right? Like, there isn't.
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean? What do I mean? No. It's an action to bring you up. It's gonna take him like I guess you could maybe not get knocked down immediately. All right, I'll come over here, and I will spend one.
One lay on hands?
1 point of lay on hands. Yes.
Yeah. 1
To
point. of
restore.
As clear as
Can you even do that? Isn't it a multiples of 5 or something?
No, you
can
get
actually
it. in
do that.
multiple
All right.
five.
I
Just
run
to be
over
clear,
to
you
him.
can't do it for half.
I
think
run
is-
over to him, and seeing that he's in some distress, I kneel on the ground, one hand on his forehead,
First,
where the
let's-
light has gone out, and take that moment, call upon the resources of my God, and channel holy divine healing energy into him, which restores essentially 1/50th of his full health.
Yeah. And you see the light on my forehead sort of
Flicker
flickers
back on.
like a... No, it doesn't come back on. It just flickers. But then it goes off again.
And then I say to the dragon man in Draconic, you cannot douse the light of hope. And I'm good.
Just the way I imagine this in my head is as you're like the exact same, and you're channeling all this divine power.
Oh, well,
except
keep
the
in mind
only
his
part of-
divine power is like this like black mist, slightly
Yeah, black and
faint
red,
light.
swirling, evil. But
One
at the
of-
same time, his hand, like lay on hands, usually imagine the hands become like empowered, enchanted looking. It's actually just his one pinky becomes enchanted because he's just doing lay on hands for one, so he's laying
And
on a
actually,
single-
what happens is the ghostly image of a small elf child flickers for a moment.
Exactly.
His hand touches you, and then he disappears in a screaming, agonizing death as his life energy restores your health.
As
Powered by
as my eyes open, I reach out with my hand and grab the elf child ghost to comfort it.
He doesn't have any
And
more health
perhaps
points.
it haunts me.
He has no arm, so you
He's screaming.
this.
Well, I use my cleric magic. I don't know.
Oh.
He's
I'm sure I'm
screaming
used to
and melting
comforting
away.
ghosts of elf children.
I
What
mean,
sort
if
of
we-
cleric am
yeah,
I
you
if I'm not
travel
doing that
long-
in this
Long
world?
enough with filthy, you're bound to get good at that.
It is now Grilt's turn.
It's now my turn. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and waltz on over. Oh wait, that guy's still alive. I'll go ahead and attack the guy next to me.
Okay.
He's got the
The mark.
buff on him, the mark on him. So let's go ahead and I'll call it this time. You get a penalty. Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah.
I'll swing again with the penalty.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that should be 7 plus 10, 17, and then
Plus your D6 is actually
Hunter's
enough.
mark.
He only had 18.
1.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
18
He had
damage.
you exactly kill.
Ooh,
Ooh, not
Hunter's
even
mark.
wasting resources. Nice.
And I'm gonna use the bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark over to the last dude.
Oh, Arvis, you're 5 health. What happened?
Yeah, it's
He got
a
cooked.
mystery.
He had no armor, and he's missing a lot of hair.
Okay.
Some barbecue sauce now.
Fabregas, you are now back in the land of the living.
And at what cost?
I am going to stand back up using half of my movement.
Mhm.
Fabregas will yell, "The fire of the righteous will consume you," and I'm just going to open my mouth
I'll reflexively duck.
and I am just going to emit a huge cone of righteous fire from my chest.
Wait, from your chest?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, I'm going to grapple him.
Well, do you have like a spell, or are you just
No,
saying that you?
no,
oh,
I'm just
okay.
Fabregas is he's not.
Yeah, this is why I was hesitant.
He's ill
just-
right now. He's a little. He's feeling warm. He's just doing what feels right to him.
Okay. Okay.
And if it goes off and misfires and kills Ayugan, like who could say? Like,
There's plenty of dead elves to protect me. I'll be fine.
Are you just wanting to target Ayuki? Do you just cast Firebolt on Ayuki?
no, I'm gonna make a grapple roll.
Grapple roll? Absolutely. So athletics, as opposed by his athletics or acrobatics, you are unsuccessful.
I lurch toward him though, and I'll stumble past him as I fail to grab a hold.
Okay. You kind of try to grab onto him, and he does manage to push you off and to the side. It is your turn, Arv.
All right. Upon noticing Fabregas' attempt, I'll become inspired as well to mosh pit dive this guy. We're just gonna charge him and try and tackle him.
Absolutely. You can roll in athletics as well.
Is there some reason you want to capture him?
Hey, we need to question him. We need to know where the horde is. He knows where it is.
That is
We know where
that
it
is
is.
certainly successful.
It's somewhere in a big cave.
You jump on the half dragon, pinning him to the ground below you. It's
Ow.
his turn, and he's grappled.
Yeah.
All that he can do with his turn is attempt to escape the grapple.
Can he attack the guy who's grappling him?
No,
Could
actually,
attack Ayugan.
he does not get his breath back. While grappled, he has disadvantage on all attacks,
Okay.
and he already isn't that likely to hit you.
Sure.
So he'd probably attempt to get out of the grapple since his fire breath isn't back. Which Arv does have to roll against each time.
Okay.
So you have to make an athletics beating 18.
All right.
You don't actually have advantage, so he does
Oh.
manage to break free,
Okay.
kind of pushing you off of him with his action.
You know if barbarians get advantage sometimes? Like for some reason in my head I have barbarians advantage strength.
It's on dex
No,
saves.
it's dex.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
in my head.
dex
I was just-
saves. Barbarians
had
get
it in my head for some
advantage.
reason.
While
Gotcha.
raging, you have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, but I don't think he's raging.
Yeah, he
I don't
actually.
think so either.
Yeah, he hasn't been raging.
Okay.
has not entered a rage.
Is he gonna do anything else with his turn?
If he he'll stand up using half his movement. And with that, he will say, "You can still leave now. We won't pursue."
Is it my turn?
It is now your turn. As he
I
says
will
this.
blink kind of confusedly and say "we," and then I'll hit him.
Okay. That will hit and then miss.
Okay.
Actually, no, it will hit and then hit. You are flanking him. So you do have advantage.
Okay. Cool. I will bash him twice with my warhammer.
You just kind of smack him. You break one of his knees. Grolt, it is your turn.
He's still restrained, right?
No.
No, he is not grappled.
Okay. Hello, Bernie. I'll attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
Hey, Bernie.
Hi.
Hey, Bernie.
Crit.
That
Do I
definitely
do
grapples him.
athletics?
Technically yes, but athletics goes off. Close enough. You will pin him to the ground below you.
Much like Bernie is doing to you now.
Yes. Hello.
A visual representation. Fabregas, as he is pinned to the ground, if you wish to hit, you can hit.
I'm kind
I
of like nodding you on, like,
will-
go on, hit him.
Take a moment to consecrate my weapon with holy light. And
Okay.
I will cast Searing Smite. I haven't read what this does yet all the way.
Sure.
Extra 1d6 fire damage against a red dragon. Good.
Okay.
All right.
Certainly a wise spell.
And I am going to use my Warhammer to bring this Searing Smite down upon the half-red dragon veteran. Do I
Recharging
get to
his
like
fire
roll for a
attack.
crit?
Yeah, roll for crit and so that you can click it for damage.
I will deal 10 bludgeoning damage. Oh my god, I'm so strong. And 2 fire damage.
1 fire damage. He has resistance to fire as a half-red dragon.
Sure.
And the spell ends.
No,
it
no.
was
He makes
good
a
spell.
con save. As
Oh, it doesn't
he's-
end the first time ever?
no. At the end of each turn, he makes a con save. On a failed save, he takes 1d6. On a successful,
wait.
the spell ends.
Okay.
That being said, I don't think it's relevant because Arvius can just kill him right now.
Can he?
Or you could leave him there to slowly burn to death.
One hit
It
point
is
at
up
a
to
time.
you.
I am going to grab his crossbow wherever it is, and I'm going to shoot him. So I have to disarm his crossbow, perhaps. He's already grappled, right?
Yeah.
So,
Pin his head to the ground. Then he won't be able to get away.
yes. Teach him a lesson.
The lesson is
Alright.
love.
In that case, you can roll 1d10 plus dex for crossbow damage because it is possible that doesn't kill.
How do I roll that?
Just roll it. What's your dex mod?
I have 16 dex.
So plus 3. So roll a d10 plus 3. /R 1d10 plus 3. That is not actually enough.
But he now has a crossbow bolt sticking out of his eye. And
Yes.
he's slightly on fire.
He is blinded. He is in an incredible amount of pain, pinned to the ground, and he does not get his fire breath back. which was all that really mattered here.
That's good.
He will kind of lash out in a desperate attempt against both Fabregas and Arvius.
Sure.
Um,
The weakest links.
I rolled randomly. One of them, this will be against Fabregas. That misses, and Arvius. I think that misses.
What's your AC,
Right?
Arvius?
Does it miss?
Yeah, can you what can you see?
What's your
No,
AC,
it actually
Arvius?
hits. It's 16. So
Okay.
actually that hits.
Okay.
And Arvius, you will go down to 0 hit points as he lashes out. That being said, he has 2 hit points left. Ayugan.
You can get over there where you'll be useful.
I walk
Imbue
over.
Arvius with your
Yep.
holy magic. Go
I
ahead.
point to just the cloud of dead elf children that surrounds me at all times, and I point to the smallest one, you, and then call upon my god and imbue one life force into Arvius.
Okay. Stepping over the pinned half dragon.
Yep.
You rush over to Arvius and imbue him with 1 hit point.
Correct.
I'll look up and smile as I see the elf child just melt away.
Absolutely. And it is Grilt's turn.
Okay. So are we just gonna plan on killing this guy?
I was gonna just stand here and do goofy shit for a while, but you can do whatever.
Yeah. So we could. I was thinking maybe we could interrogate him or something.
I've got
Mm.
23 of my healing magics left, so if they want to keep dropping to 1, we can do it for a while.
Hmm.
But
I'm gonna try to choke him out.
Okay.
Choke him out to make him unconscious, or
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you currently have him pinned, so you can roll me another strength with advantage because he's pinned.
Okay.
19. He is also at 2 hit points, and he is also on fire. Technically, he has to roll a con save or take the fire damage. He
fine.
doesn't.
Yeah.
You will be able to choke him out, make him unconscious. Yes.
Yeah, my dad taught me that trick. I think it was my dad.
I never knew your father.
How did he teach you it? Was it through personal experience?
Oh, here, I'll show you. And then I go to choke the guy out again.
The guy or Arvius?
No, the guy.
Oh, okay.
I choke him out a second time.
He does not resist, as he
Okay.
is unconscious.
Nor
You
revive.
see him wake up for a second, and then go back unconscious as you're choking him still.
I try to take his face off because I think he's wearing a helmet.
Okay.
I think he's a human face. I just am pretty sure he's human, so I try to take off the stuff that isn't human because I assume it's armor. Fabregas's main concern is how are these things shooting fire out of their mouths, because Fabregas would like to be able to do that. So
Okay.
You're unable to remove his face. I would not say you're successful.
Here, let me help.
You guys, you will have to be somewhat careful so that you don't kill him before you can interrogate him. However, while he is out, you can take a short rest if you wish.
Sure.
I wish.
Okay. Well, for a short rest, you can roll hit dice if you wish to recover some health.
Might be good.
I want to
and do
search
any
their
other
tents.
short rest things. Search their tents, absolutely. So you go through their tents as well as going through the 2 corpses. They didn't have all too much on them. Some food, a little bit of gear. One of them had a hammer. It doesn't appear that he was using. He was using a sword. However, in here, I wouldn't say that you find anything particularly noteworthy. They will have some small amount of gold on them and in their tents.
Sure. I'm interested in that, but I was actually more interested in trying to get a sense of whether or not this was like an outpost, guard outpost at the front of something, or if this was all of them. Are there like 5 sleeping pallets as opposed to 3, or like this type of thing?
There are 3 sleeping pallets in here. However, you notice that they really don't have all of the supplies required for an extended camp. So you would assume probably from the what is in this tent that there would be more.
I assume they're amateurs.
Okay. They're simply not good at their job.
Yeah, incompetent. All right. We should cut the part here, though. This is a long episode.
Sure.
Take a quick break and then continue on to see what other dragon men we might have in store for us. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.